Okay, we are streaming live. We are live. I am so incredibly excited. If you are catching this on the replay, drop in the comments a replay. Tonight, we are going to be coming in, bringing you all sorts of tips on tax benefits. So say hello when you're hopping on. This is my friend Joni, and my name is Kelly. If you are new to my page or somebody has shared this video with you, we are so excited that you're here tonight. We are going to be sharing tips with you. Actually, I'm not going to be sharing them. I'm interviewing Joni because she's the expert, not me. I do have a lot of experience in using some of these tips. So we're excited just to have a conversation with you. So this video is really meant for people who have a network marketing business. Maybe you have a side hustle. Maybe you are a 1099 from somewhere. One of the most common questions when people begin to build their business is, what are my tax benefits? So we want to say off the cuff from the beginning, everything that we share tonight, you need to check the validity of it. You're all in different states. Check with your CPA, your accountant, all of those good things. So these are just some tips that Joni is going to be sharing. So say hello when you're hopping on. Let us know. So we sort of know the audience watching. Let us know if you're a 1099, if you have a network marketing business, maybe you have some sort of side hustle, maybe you own a boutique, anything like that. And on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your knowledge and how deep you can take your tax benefits? Okay, I always think it's super fun to know that. And I think you're going to walk away with some really, really great things tonight. So you can hit the share button. This will be great for anyone on your feed. And I want to introduce my friend Joni. So Joni and I met within our organization in our network marketing company, Lavelle. And Joni has a doctorate of accounting. All right, so she knows what she's talking about. She also has an MBA and has served for 18 years in small business world. Okay, and so I asked if I could interview her because I want you guys to know some of the tips that she has to share. So Joni, you ready to get started? We want to dive into some of the tips tonight?
Yes, yes. One of the main perks would be all of your cell phone, electronics, internet bill, just being able to stay connected and be virtual. Then the other tip would be your network marketing events. When you meet at a restaurant and you talk about your business, you're not, or you have an in-person meet and greet, all those expenses, the food, the drinks, the cost of the meal, or even the location rental is
I
all.
love that. I love that. So the first one, if you guys missed the first one, she was just sharing like your phone bills, your expenses that it takes if you're running a business and you're doing it online. Like that can include, like, examples, Joni, would be like your cell phone bill, your internet bill, all things that it really takes to operate your business online, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Computers,
Computers.
yeah, printers, anything like that, all your
Amazing.
electronics.
Yes, that is amazing. I love that because I will tell you right now, especially, the majority of us are pretty much 100% online. I know having events, like you were able to have an incredible event today. And then I hope a lot of us will be getting back to those things. So at events, that was the number 2 tip that Joni shared. That is things like, you go into a space sometimes and you have to pay like a rental fee. Maybe it's $100. Maybe you have to pay, instead of the fee, sometimes you have to pay for the food to be able to rent the space, or maybe you're providing some food for your clients or your potential customers to come. So all of those things are reasons, tax write-offs that you can have to truly benefit your business, right? But you're also making those social and business connections. So is that right? Am I getting that right?
Yes, as long as you're making those social and business, and it's necessary, and being in a network marketing, you need to network. So holding locals or even boutiques, and a lot of those can be done online. Or even, the trade shows or anything like that. If there's a health and wellness event going on, it's the cost for the booth rental to just have the opportunity to speak to people, all of that.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so what is your third tip for us?
Third tip would be, if you're home based like all three of my businesses are, um, you get to take the square footage of your home that you use for business, for an office, and you get to deduct that portion of your total square footage for a tax write-off, like your rent, mortgage, electricity, water, a portion of the groceries, and things,
That's
just to keep
amazing.
your household running if you've got a home office. So,
Yes. And one of the things I will say, and again, you guys, everything that we're sharing, definitely check like with your CPA and your, your state and what you're able to, depending on, your tax bracket and all those different things. But I will say when I was in pharmaceuticals, I had a home office. And even during that time, before I had my own home-based business, I was able to take advantage of that. I was able to take advantage of that portion. If my home office was 7% of our overall house square footage, I could take that 7% of those different things. And so now, and now that my husband has a home office, I have a home office. We have, we are 1099s. He obviously has a W-2 job as well. And so we are able to utilize that, which is amazing because you're taking space, right? You're taking all these resources to build your home-based business and do that. So I love the fact that you can take advantage of that. So you guys, let us know if these things are helpful for you. I'm also curious if you do 1, 2, or 3, if you've done those in the past, or if you are learning something. This is like, oh my gosh, I've never written off my cell phone bill, or I've never written this off. I am going to talk to my accountant about this. So, all right, let's move on to the next tip.
the next tip would be anything that you purchase on a monthly auto ship or product samples, things like that, are, as long as they are necessary and utilized in the purpose of business, and it's highly recommended that you take that product to be a promoter, or some people, not ours, luckily, have a mandatory website fee or auto ship fees or anything like that. So, but if your company does have that, then that's 100% deductible.
I love that. Why I love that so much for our specific company is that I do love to gift people sometimes for their birthdays or sometimes along those lines. I love to really be able to give my current customers like extra things as a thank you, and I also like to help other people get started with like product samples. And I think that's such a good thing, knowing that, yes, it may be costing you money to gift something, but that you can use it to benefit yourself from a tax perspective. Because it's sort of like, the way that I look at that is, it's like, let's just say you have a product that you're gifting someone, you've paid $20 for it. It's basically like a $20 employee out there, like serving, your business. So I love that. Website fees, thank goodness we do not have any of those fees, but I know a lot of people listening may have some of those fees or have those things. That's really nice that you can, write those off when you're doing your taxes. So, all right. So what is next?
Next would be any advertising, business cards, stickers on t-shirts. All of that is promoting and advertising, and all of those are tax deductibles.
I love it. It's like we're walking endorsements, right? I love that so much. And it's just so cool. I know business cards are so amazing, but one of the things that I recently did, I actually learned when we were at a retreat, is to do like little cards as like coupons. And so when you write like a hand thank you note for maybe one of your customers or your team members or someone that you're serving, and you can even like put a little coupon in there that says, hey, for your next order, you can save this. And I love the fact that those are something that, serve your client base, but also can be write-offs on your tax return. So I love that tip. What's next?
Would be vacations and company events. So if you incur any expenses to conventions or things like that, you can you can write those off.
This is probably my favorite. I love that because let's be honest, the business that we are in, we love hanging out with the people that we're in business with, right? That's
Mhm.
one of the beautiful things about this specific team and just network marketing in general is that we have so much fun. And some of my best friends are people that I have met through network marketing. And I love that. And you get to not only like go on trips, but you get to like do business together and conduct business and having so much fun together. So I really love that. And I love also like if you are in a place that you have a team or you're in a place where you're going to visit clients or anything, like traveling to see them is also something that Joni is talking about that you can take that deductible. So also I know last year a lot of people didn't have corporate type events or regional type events, but hopefully this year people will. I'm hoping we will as well. So that is something that is also a lot of fun, being able to, expense your airfare or expense your meals and those sort of things. And
Yeah.
one of the things I will say, and I don't know if you have anything to add to this, again, you have to check with your CPA and your accountant for what works for you. But we have S corps, and so I'm technically like a W-2 from my S corp. And I love that, like when I travel, my CPA has given me like, hey, here's your food. Like you have a food allowance. And it's always way more than technically I need, but it goes along with like what the standards are that the government has laid out. And it's really cool because I'm like, wow, that takes care of really everything. It is a business trip. It's a business expense. And we have a lot of fun while we're doing it. So it's great, great to have that sort of atmosphere.
Yeah. And the last tip would be your auto expenses. Keep track of the mileage or the actual cost for the vehicle. And even if you're get a bonus, auto bonus or anything like that, you still incur the cost and miles. And you can talk with your CPA according to your tax situation. You can deduct either mileage or the actual expenses like oil change, tires, maintenance, or anything like that.
That is such a huge benefit. I mean, think about it. I know in our company, the second rank, you do receive an auto bonus. And I know for us, we've gone back and forth like, do you lease? Do you own? Do you lease? And it does change, right? The laws change, your tax situation changes. And so we've done both. But there are big benefits for that. Even if the company, like our company, does pay for, when you hit that certain rank, they do pay for your car, but you still get to use it as a tax benefit. So I love that, being able to keep up with mileage and all of those different things. So I am so happy and grateful. Were those the main tips that you were sharing tonight? I think that was it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay. You guys, I know I see the comments, Joni. I know you can't see the comments, but everybody is like raving. They're like, yes, this is so helpful. So you guys let Joni know if if this was helpful for her, show her some love. I am so excited that she agreed to come on because I know that this is a topic that a lot of people ask when you're starting a home-based business. I know our specific organization, our business has seen incredible growth. And right now we are in a huge growth period because of the commission, the 100% matching bonuses that they released about a week and a half ago, right? So our team is growing a lot. And that is one of the things that people do ask a lot about the benefits. I know growing up in an accounting home, my father is an accountant. He always told me, Kelly, you always need a side hustle. You always need to have something where you're a 1099 so you can get the tax benefits for it. And then I understood what he was talking about. We always sort of had one. But when you really take advantage and you educate yourself on what a home-based business looks like and how you can provide an additional stream of passive residual income, selecting the right company with the right composition plan with a product that has supply and demand, right? That people want to purchase every single month. It is amazing the benefits that you can have. So I hope that this was helpful, you guys. If you have any questions, drop them below. I cannot promise you that we'll both be able to go back and answer them specific because like we said in the beginning, a lot of this has to do with your specific tax situation, your specific, business, your state. But these are just some really great basic tips that can get started.
Kelly, I'll add one other thing on that.
Yeah.
Also, the IRS does designate the distinguishment between a hobby and a business. So if you are running it as a business, they are legit business deductions. So if you're just, your intent is how the IRS looks at that. So yeah, make sure
That
your
is great
intent
to know.
is to make a profit, and then all of the deductions should.
That's great. That is good to know. I do remember one of my friends telling me she was in a different network marketing business than ours. And it was her third year and she didn't make money because she was really doing it as a hobby. And I remember her accountant saying, like, this is going to be considered a hobby now if you don't do, if you don't like actually have an intent to do it. So there is a difference. And I guess that is a really good, like, clarifying point. So I'm glad you brought that up. You guys, we are so excited. Whoever if you found this to be beneficial, definitely click the share button or drop in the comments and tag someone below that you think this would be helpful for if they have a side hustle, if they have a network marketing business, or if they're a 1099 of anything. So Joni, thank you so much for this. I am so grateful that you were able to share these tips tonight. And I hope you guys have a great Sunday night. Thanks, guys.